Canadian FM Anita Anand to visit India. Trade, energy, security on agenda. Hey, Canada Bulletin crew. So, remember when Canada-India relations were about as frosty as a Saskatchewan winter? Yeah, diplomatic ice age, anyone? Well, buckle up, because Foreign Minister Anita Anand is packing her bags for New Delhi, and she's not just bringing apologies and maple syrup. We're talking trade deals, energy partnerships, and security frameworks. It's like watching your parents finally make up after the world's most awkward family dinner. And trust me, this visit is loaded with implications for every Canadian. Let's break it down. All right, let's set the stage. Starting this Sunday, Canada's Foreign Minister Anita Anand is touching down in New Delhi for what's being called a Strategic Cooperation Framework Tour. Translation? Canada and India are sliding into each other's DMs again. And this time, they actually want to make it work. Anand's got meetings lined up with India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who, by the way, is basically the Gandalf of Indian diplomacy, super sharp and doesn't mess around, and Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. The agenda? Trade diversification, energy transformation, and security. You know, just casual coffee chat topics. Nothing major. Just the future of bilateral relations between two major democracies. But here's the kicker. New Delhi is just stop number one. Anand's doing a full diplomatic sprint through Singapore and China, too. Girls got frequent flyer miles for days. But wait, why does this matter to you sitting at home in Toronto, Vancouver, or literally anywhere in Canada? Hold that thought. We're getting there. Okay, context time, because this story has more plot twists than a Netflix thriller. Rewind to September 2023. Then Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stood up in Parliament and basically dropped a diplomatic nuke, alleging a potential Indian link to the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Sikh activist killed in Surrey, British Columbia. India's response? Absurd. And honestly, the relationship went from chilly to absolutely glacial. We're talking Arctic tundra levels of frozen. Fast forward to October 2024. India recalled its High Commissioner and 5 diplomats after Ottawa tried to link them to the Nijjar investigation. Embassies were basically on mute. Cooperation? Dead in the water. It was the diplomatic equivalent of unfriending someone on Facebook and blocking them on Instagram. But then, plot twist. Mark Carney wins the parliamentary elections in April, and suddenly, everyone's talking about resetting relations. Both countries reposted their high commissioners, dusted off old cooperation mechanisms, and started acting like adults again. Thank goodness. Just 3 weeks ago, Canada's National Security Advisor Nathalie Drouin visited India for talks with Ajit Doval, India's NSA. And shortly after, Canada designated the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Yeah, the same crew allegedly involved in targeting communities and creating a climate of fear as a terrorist entity. Timing? Interesting, to say the least. So we've gone from ghosting each other to strategic partnerships. But what's actually on the table here? Let's talk money, energy, and security. First up, trade. Canada wants to diversify its trade partnerships because, let's be real, putting all your economic eggs in one basket is risky business. India's economy is booming, and they've got 1.4 billion potential consumers. That's not a market you ignore. Piyush Goyal and Anita Anand are going to be talking shop about how Canadian businesses can tap into India's growth and vice versa. We're talking tech, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, you name it. Oh, and Anand's also heading to Mumbai to meet Canadian and Indian firms working on investment and job creation. Because nothing says we're serious like actually showing up where the money flows. Next, energy. Canada's sitting on natural resources like they're going out of style. Oil, gas, uranium, you name it. India? They need energy. A lot of it. They're transitioning toward cleaner energy, and Canada wants a piece of that action. Think partnerships in renewables, nuclear energy, and critical minerals. It's the kind of long-term play that could reshape Canada's energy exports for decades. And finally, security. This is a big one. With global tensions rising, both countries want to strengthen defense ties, intelligence sharing, and counterterrorism efforts. Especially after the whole Nijjar situation, there's a mutual interest in making sure extremist elements don't poison the relationship. It's about trust building, and honestly, it's about time. Okay, so Anand's not just stopping in India. She's taking this show on the road. Let's talk about Singapore and China. After India, Anand's jetting off to Singapore to meet Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan. Singapore is a key partner in Southeast Asia, and Canada is trying to deepen ties in the region. Think trade, tech, and regional security. It's strategic positioning 101. And then, drum roll please, she's heading to China. Yep, China, where she'll meet Foreign Minister Wang to discuss the Canada-China strategic partnership. This comes as both countries mark 55 years of diplomatic relations, and it's all about regularizing channels of communication. Because, let's face it, Canada and China have had their share of awkward moments too. Think Huawei, the two Michaels, trade tensions. But dialogue is better than silence, and Carney's government seems committed to keeping those lines open. So, what does all this mean for regular Canadians? And why should you care? Let's bring it home. Here's the thing. Foreign policy isn't just about handshakes and photo ops. It directly impacts your life. Better trade relations with India mean more export opportunities for Canadian businesses, which means more jobs. Energy partnerships mean Canada can diversify its energy markets, which means economic resilience. Security cooperation means safer communities, especially for diaspora populations who've been caught in the crossfire of international tensions. And let's not forget, Canada's global reputation matters. After the Niger fallout, we took a hit, rebuilding trust with India, while maintaining dialogue with China and strengthening ties in Southeast Asia, shows the world that Canada's a serious player on the global stage. So there you have it. Canada Bulletin fam Anita Anand's about to embark on a diplomatic marathon that could reshape Canada's relationships in Asia for years to come. From New Delhi to Singapore to Beijing, she's got her work cut out for her. But if this trip goes well, we could be looking at a new chapter in Canadian foreign policy, one built on trade, energy security, and mutual respect. What do you think? Is Canada making the right moves here? Are we finally getting our diplomatic groove back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed to Canada Bulletin, what are you even doing? Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button like it owes you money, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because here at Canada Bulletin, we keep you informed, entertained,